Hey Adventurers, today is going to be our 2-year anniversary video.
For the BookTube channel.
Yes. I was getting there. This is the second year, or the anniversary of the second year that we've been on BookTube now. March 16th, 2020 was the day that we uploaded our first video, and since then there's been a lot of videos. I don't know exactly all the stats, but it's over 150 videos. I think it's close to like 180 or something like that now. Anyways.
We have a book tag. We have a BookTube Anniversary Tag for you all.
Yes.
To answer some questions, maybe help you guys get to know us a little better and how we feel at this stage in our BookTube channel.
Yeah. First question is, how many years on BookTube are you celebrating? We already answered that. This is 2 years.
We're just a wee little baby channel.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
How have you changed from your first video to now?
I think we've gotten more confident in presenting ourselves and presenting the information we have, even if we're still struggling on being confident in the actual information that we are putting together for you all, but confidence has grown.
For sure. Also very surface level. We've changed locations.
Yeah, several times.
Yes.
This has been our longest standing location though.
It has, and it's been a good location. We're not completely set with it. We're probably going to be changing some things going forward, but we're not there yet, and it's been a good place to get to where we are now. What are 3 of your favorite videos you've made in the past year, and why? / what videos are you most proud of and why?
We can do 3 each probably.
Yeah.
I know that my book banned video or banned books video was a lot of fun for me to put together. I did some research into that, and it was also the one I'm most proud of because I feel like it had the most significance and meaning, and it was more than just me rambling about my opinions of a certain book with characters. So it was a little bit deeper than that.
I think at the time of filming this, my favorite video that I have done was Why You Should Read the Silmarillion. This part of why I loved it as much as I did is because it wasn't just me that was that was giving these answers, that was giving their opinions. I had Kate, and I had a friend, and I had David Wiley also, all helped out, all gave some input into that one, and it made for in my opinion, a stronger argument for why or why not you should read the Silmarillion.
Another one of my favorite videos was the Blindfold bookshelf challenge. I can't remember exactly what I titled it, but I was blindfolded and I had to find certain books, and I had to feel a book and describe what it was by its location in my bookshelf. That one was a lot of fun just because of what it was. I was blindfolded and I got to really explore my bookshelf in a different way. And it was also, I filmed that one with our other brother actually. And so it was a different dynamic than it would be if I'd have filmed it with T, which I originally did, and then I had to refilm it. I don't know I think it didn't work or something.
The audio...
Yeah, the audio
didn't record or something like that.
I recorded it the second time with our other brother.
I'm trying to think of another good one. I think I'll go with my Wingfeather Saga review. This one is also just happens to be the most viewed video on our channel. I talked about the entire series as a whole, not just each individual book, and I went in a little bit more on my thoughts on why I liked it as much as I did on the various different aspects. I did use the 5 elements outline that we have. So it was far more of an analysis than a review, as we now changed the titles and stuff. But I think that's one of the ones that I'm happy and proud of the most.
I think maybe the last one that comes to mind is my Pets and Books video, which is just my most recent solo video because my uploading schedule changed a lot in this past year. So that one in particular stands out probably just because it was my most recent one.
I think for the other one, I'll go with I think I titled it In Defense of Frodo or something like that. Looking back now, it's not of the quality that I would have liked it to be, and it's not as, I can't think of the word, but it doesn't accurately portray everything that I would have liked portrayed and everything. But it was kind of something that I'd been, as I was reading Lord of the Rings, I was building up to it and trying to come up with as much of this information as I could so that when I sat down to film it, I had all these things lined out. And I think mostly the preparation and the work that I put into it was what made that one so impactful to me and memorable to me. What's your most popular video? So that, like I already mentioned, is our Wingfeather Saga review, or my Wingfeather Saga review. I think the second most viewed video is still our BookTube newbie tag.
I could grab my phone and check real quick.
And then I think the third is probably, I'm going to guess that it's the Rings of Power trailer reaction. I think.
Grandfather Saga, Wheel of Time,
Oh.
Season 1 review. Oh,
Okay,
interesting.
so I'm a little bit off. Looking at our top 5, there's Wingfeather Saga review, Wheel of Time Season 1 review, BookTube Newbie Tag, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight review, and then Blindfold book cover challenge. So I think, yeah, that's a little bit different than I was expecting, but that's okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it changes too. Certain videos get more views the longer they've been uploaded, which, and then there's other videos that get a lot of views right away.
Yeah, for sure. What have you struggled with on BookTube in the past year, and how did you overcome that struggle? / what's the hardest thing about creating videos for YouTube?
I think I probably have an answer for this
Go ahead.
one. I was struggling with with the stress of putting up my own solo videos and the editing of that, and I ended up cutting back a considerable amount, which apparently no one's noticed. So hey, we did it smoothly. But that's probably the most significant thing. Basically, how I overcame that was I just told T, hey, I can't upload this much anymore. And he was really great about that, and so we just switched how we did things, and it put more pressure on him to keep with the amount of videos we were putting out.
But to go along with that, and it was right about that time, and this is my answer as well, was I started doing Poetry Thursday right about that time. And so it was something that was easy for me to just be like, okay, I don't have a good video for this week. Kate's not doing a video this week. I'll just throw in another Poetry Thursday and we'll shuffle the rest of the weeks around in order to make it fit. And so that's overcoming that lack of one video every other week, I think is what you were doing, what your schedule was. Having to fit in another video that I wasn't supposed to normally be doing, that was the challenge that I had to overcome. And by being able to do the Poetry Thursdays or a book tag or whatever I ended up doing, that just made it super easy for me to be able to quickly step in and overcome that issue as well.
The other half of that question was, what's the hardest thing about creating videos for YouTube? And that was probably exactly it. Scheduling, finding time to edit more than anything else.
Yeah, it really is.
And video ideas. I mean,
video ideas are difficult.
So we want to give good content, and it's really difficult to come up with good content that's not just boring or repetitious.
Yeah, we've gotten to the point where it's basically a review and a Poetry Thursday and a review and a Poetry Thursday, which is fine and that's great, and it makes it easy for me to come up with the content. But I have so many other video ideas at this point, but I've got too many reviews that I have to get out, and it's becoming a little bit of a, now I need another day, but I don't have time for editing for another day of videos. So we'll see how it continues to change as the year goes forward. One thing that did happen though is I finished college, and so that time that I was devoting to school, I can now devote to this channel, and that helped a lot with being able to make that transition as well.
One thing that I think is really interesting that I'm going to put in here really quick is that me cutting back on my videos helped me to be able to read more, and I did start reading more. I've been reading a lot more. And then I think it was actually due to college, not due to me stepping out, that you started reading more too. Yeah. So we've both upped our reading just in general.
Yeah, but that's good. Have you had to deal with negative feedback or comments? And then how did you handle that?
I don't think we've had a lot of negative feedback. We've had like weird comments, but that's pretty normal, and how we we just laugh about them, honestly.
We usually laugh about them and either block them or delete them, but
yeah.
If it's something like offensive or something that we don't want shown on our channel for whatever reason, then we'll delete it. But for the most part, we just laugh it off and continue on. But we've really been very fortunate to
everyone's been really
not
nice,
have a whole bunch of negative.
We don't have enough people watching for anyone to be mean. That's great.
Shout out a huge supporter of your channel. So for the longest time, I think that would have been Graham from the archive. I think he's now been caught up to by a couple others, namely David Wiley, Jeremy Fee, and Liam from Liam's Lyceum. I think those three have probably caught up to Graham now. What's the best book you've read in the past year?
So the past year, not just... Should we just do 2022 to make that more doable? Because otherwise we're going to have to look through that giant list of books since March.
Yeah, I don't know that let's think. What's the best book you've read recently?
Probably, I read Sweep by Jonathan Oxier, and I really liked that one. I guess maybe that one. I read that right at the turn of the year, so it might have been in 2021 still. Actually, no, I definitely think that was the first week in 2022, but...
I'm trying to think. I think, and this is back a little ways now, but I think...
I just rearranged my bookshelf, so looking at my bookshelf isn't helping me.
I actually think I'm going to change my answer. I was going to say The Eye of the World, but I think that's not accurate anymore. I think maybe Three Musketeers might be the best book that I've read recently. I think, because I think it's been over a year now since we listened to Count of Monte Cristo. But anyways, I'm gonna go with Three Musketeers.
Oh no, it was May 2021. So
Was it? Okay. Either way, I'll go with Three Musketeers. That's a relatively recent read. I finished that. When did I read that? Oh, I read that this year.
Yep.
January, February, I think. So, where do you see your channel in a year's time, and what do you hope to have achieved? So,
where do you see our channel?
Yeah.
I feel like you have more visions.
Kind of based on analytics, based on how I've seen it grow, I'm kind of suspect in a year we might be getting close to 1,000 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly. I don't know that we'll be there, but I'm thinking we'll be closer, far, far closer, within 100 or 150, something like that, subscribers from 1,000, away from being 1,000 subscribers. And that, I don't have any idea, that may change drastically, but that's kind of where I see that aspect being. I do see being in a different location. I'm going to hopefully be changing that. I don't even know if we'll still be doing mini videos together at that point.
I mean, I suspect
it'll depend. I suspect we will.
I mean, as consistently as we are now.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Are you kicking me off the channel?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that who knows where we will be in our lives and our careers and stuff like that in a year. And so it could change very drastically. The type of content may change drastically. I don't know. Right now it's been very heavily review focused, and that's great, but I don't know. We'll see how it changes. I actually don't think I have a great answer for that at the moment. What was an unexpected surprise of being on YouTube?
I always liked the idea of a YouTube channel. I was thinking more lifestyle vlog, and then he suggested BookTube, so we went with that, which is obviously completely different. But I think my biggest surprise was how much I disliked actually being, like, having myself uploaded to the internet so broadly, where anyone can look at me, where, you know, you meet someone online, you're like, hey, check out my YouTube channel, and suddenly they know way more about you than you know about them.
I think maybe for me, the biggest surprise was, I'm actually going to say how much it made me read more. Because being a BookTube channel, you can't just stop reading. You have to keep reading in order to have content to make. And so the amount of books that I've read, I've probably more than doubled my amount of reading that I do per year at this point. Well, in fact, I know I did. The first year I read 30 books, and the second year I read 60 books or something like that. So I at least doubled it, and before that I probably read 10 to 20 books a year. So I think that's probably the biggest surprise, is just how much you can read when you realize, oh, this is something that I want to put the time into, for sure. Thoughts on equipment. What has been the most useful piece of equipment you've bought?
This is an easy answer because we haven't actually purchased any equipment for this channel, so our phones.
Yeah, and I don't have anything to add to that.
I mean, I guess we bought a memory device for our videos.
Bought a thumb drive.
Yeah.
But other than that, we haven't really bought a whole thought. We will be probably
Hopefully,
in the future.
yeah. So we can
hopefully
up some
fairly
quality
soon.
for you
Yeah.
all.
What advice would you give to someone thinking of starting YouTube? It's going to be, at least until Kate thinks of her answer, it's going to be fairly common advice that I hear all the time is find your niche, find what it is that you want to be doing, and then focus on that. And then also don't watch too closely the analytics. Just post when you want to post what you want to post. Don't be too worried about if people are subscribing and commenting or anything like that. That was a hard one for me to overcome that first year, watching other people who started after us grow way faster than we did. It frustrated me for a little while there, and I had to overcome that and I had to get over that. So that's one of the things, just don't pay attention to that. If you want to, great, but don't make that your priority, is getting as many subs as you possibly can. You want your content to be of good quality rather than just the number of subs that you've got.
I would say don't overwork yourself, so do what you know you want to do and how much you can handle so that you don't burn yourself out.
And then the last one is tag someone whose anniversary is coming up.
I don't know.
I really don't know.
I mean, we could literally say anyone because eventually they'll have an anniversary
Exactly.
on their channel, so...
I think Liam's is sometime in June or July, so maybe
He'll probably
maybe
let you know and be
Liam's
like, you're way off, man.
I don't know, and that's great if I am. But anyways, that's what we're gonna go with for that. That is the answers to the BookTube Anniversary Tag.
But Wait,
we're
there's
not
more.
done.
I know, it's getting a long video. They were not looking forward to that.
I should have mentioned it at the beginning. Wait till the end, you know.
Go ahead.
But anyways, so because this is our 2-year anniversary and we are approaching 250 subscribers, we decided to do a giveaway for whoever wins it. We'll start it like this. It's starting today, or yeah, today for you guys. Starting the 16th, the day that this video goes up, and we'll run until we have hit 250 subscribers. And the day that we hit 250 subscribers, we will do a drawing and give away 2 books.
To enter the giveaway, comment down below with a book emoji on this video.
Yes.
Until we hit 250 subs, you'll be entered.
Yes.
Let's show them what we're giving away so that they have some incentive to comment.
Okay, so
with that book.
kind of the staples of our channels, of this channel, has in many ways been our 2 favorite books. And so obviously that is The Hobbit and Little Women. So we're giving away a copy of The Hobbit and a copy of Little Women. These are nice hardback editions, both illustrated. The illustrations in that are a little bit different. They're beginning of the chapter illustrations.
Which is normal for Little Women. There's not
Okay.
full illustrations unless you're doing great illustrated classics. So.
But for The Hobbit, it is illustrated by Tolkien. It's got all these illustrations that he has in most illustrated by the author editions. So yes, we are giving away 1 copy of Little Women and 1 copy of The Hobbit to whoever wins, and we will ship it to you, whoever wins.
Yep.
That's about all I have to say, but good luck and thank you guys for coming along on this ride so far. We've had fun and we're going to continue going forward this next year. So thank you guys for watching An Erudite Adventure. We will see you guys again soon. Stay warm.